Alright, so as you've all been waiting, the day has finally come. Today is the first day of the boot camp, and there are 20 videos so far. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff for you guys to be watching. I'm worried about the mount that's holding the camera falling over because it's happened a minute ago. Before we get started, I want to kind of go through what you boys can expect, maybe girls, whatever. What you can expect to see within the next, few weeks. Not gonna lie, this video is going to be quite boring because, the people that are joining may already, know the basics of, trading, etc, etc. But for the people that are new, today's video, I'm just going to be going over a couple of topics that I feel like is needed for the people that are brand new to trading, right? So before we get started, just want to let you guys know that if you want to keep up to date with the Discord, if you want to be given recommendations for the bootcamp, jump inside and join the free webinars that I do once a week. So that being said, that's all you need to know. So the first topic I want to be going over, right, is trading for you, right? So it all depends on the type of person you are. So there's people that, I'm friends with that I may suggest, to stay well away from trading. Trading is something that is very hard and it's not something that will work for everyone. So it all depends on the type of person you are. So if you're determined, if you're working hard, you've got dreams and you literally only see one plan A, B, and trading, then take it. If you're, you've already got something on the sidelines and you're thinking, oh, trading looks cool, I'm seeing people make loads of money, blah, blah, blah. If you've already got a plan A and trading's your plan B, it will never work. Trading cannot be a plan B, otherwise it will not work. So it all depends. If you've got a lot of time, then definitely. If you've got a job and you don't have much time, again, it may not be for you. So realistically, you've got to be young, you've got to have time, and you've got to be hardworking, you've got to be dedicated towards trading. If you don't give it your 100%, there's going to be many times you're going to be wanting to quit, and having that option of being able to quit because you've got something else to fall on, it's not going to work. So it is something that isn't quite as straightforward as it seems. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. What your emotions. It's just there's a lot of stuff, a lot of sacrifices got to be made. So everything on the internet that makes it seem so easy, it's not the truth. So yeah, right. With that being said, I kind of want to just touch base with what you can expect to go through, right? So when it comes to trading, you're going to be going through so many different stages. You're going to go through, the beginner's luck stage. You're going to be going through the stage where you've been doing it 6 months and you feel consistent, and then you finally take that leap to go to a prop firm, and then you start failing prop firms, and then you're going through the phase of, doubting yourself. Then you finally get yourself back up, and then you start to gain fear. You start to, not take trade, you start to miss out, and then you start to think, what am I doing wrong? And then you might try overcomplicating things is another video, so I'm not going to touch base on that. But you can go for a lot. So majority of the traders that are genuine that I speak to, they've lost friends, they've lost other opportunities because they've not had the money because they've kept everything that they've got to pay bills, so they can have time to trade instead of working. So the real reality of trading is you're going to go through a lot of times where you're thinking about quitting. You're going to be going through a lot of times when you're feeling down and depressed because you've lost loads of money. But this is the whole point of having a mentor. I'm not saying it has to be me, I'm not saying it has to be, I can't recommend anyone else, but you need to have someone that's looking over your shoulder, someone who is, pointing you in the right direction, someone who knows what stage you're going through and can say to you, yes, you're ready for a prop firm, no, you're not ready. Someone that can make sure you're not making these silly mistakes, because someone that can do that is turning your journey maybe from 3 years to 6 months or a year. Because if you're trying to go solo and you're making all of these mistakes, that if someone like me or someone else simply said to you, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Just something simple, right? That's avoiding maybe a month, 2 month, 3 month setback. So there's a lot of stuff which I'll go into in more detail in the future. Right, thirdly, I want to touch base with, for the newbies here, the best way to approach the market, right? The best way to approach the market from me, so everything I'm saying you need to take in, right? If you're looking at loads of different traders online, then I would just say stick to one. If you trust them, stick with one, because if you start to overcomplicate things and put in, my piece of information with someone else's information and put it together, it doesn't work. You've got to follow one person and just them solidly. So you've got to find that one person. But with what I was trying to say, the best way to approach the market, right, is you've got to think of the charts as like a story, as a narrative, right? As soon as you start going into it gambling or buying and selling what you want to happen and all of this stuff, that's when you'll lose, and you'll constantly lose, and you'll never ever win. You've got to be trading and approaching the markets like you understand what it needs to do. Once you start identifying what price needs to do, then your win rate, your risk to reward will increase crazy. As soon as you stop following what you want to happen, that's when your trading journey will completely change. And you've got to deep what I've just said there. You've got to trade what the market wants to do, because the market's always going to do what it wants to do. There's never going to be one point. There might be a couple of points when you take a trade with no confidence and all of a sudden it smashes a 1 to 10 take profit. But as soon as you hit that 1 take profit, you're going to be taking all of these unconfident, uncomfortable trades, crossing your fingers it's going to hit take profit, right? So that's when I need to go over to the topic with, approaching it as if you're already profitable. You've got to go into the markets like you know what you're doing. Because as soon as you cut out them silly mistakes as taking a trade that could be luck, and for instance it does hit take profit, you're in the future going to continue taking these little trades just out of luck. But then you're going to start to realize that a trade like that happens in 1 every 10, 20 times. So you look at look into the future, you're not going to be making any money. Alright, aside from all of that boring chit chat, just want to let you guys know on what to expect in the up and coming videos. I'm only going to tell you the next few just because I might end up changing it around in a bit. But the next video is going to be what you need. So anyone that's new here, I'm going to tell you about all the applications you need, how to set it up, how to use it, etc, etc. And then the third video is going to be discipline. So how I'm going to style it is, we're going to have a video on a topic and then another video on a topic that's, not trading related. So it is trading related. So discipline, is trading related, but I'm going to be going over how to think and what to not do and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut this video down now, keep it nice and short, and then by video 4 or 5, you're going to be seeing some chart work, which is what I'm assuming everyone's here to see. So yeah, I'm going to leave this video here. Watch out for the next video, join the Discord, stay involved, keep up to date, and I'll see you boys in the next one.